Hello everyone, my name is Archon Virtual, and welcome back to Minecraft. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss the excess leaf litter and seeds in here. That's fine. So today we're going to continue working on the very first floor of the tower I'm building. Actually, my wheat farm is also almost finished as well. Once the rest of these are fully grown, I'll harvest all of this and then I'll plant the whole thing instead of the individual rows. In any case, I'll need to sleep again. Oh, and there's the music. Very nice. It almost looks like a nether portal off in the distance. There we go. Alright, so continuing from where I left off last time, build the tower. So, lace block there. Oh, I didn't even finish this out. Oh no, wait, yeah, I did. Here it is. So this design I've actually used in a number of my Minecraft builds, as I've explained in previous videos when I used to play with my friends on like Xbox Live. I would use a design kind of like this, but it would normally be made out of like stone rather than Deepslate. I want to shore this up a little bit. There. So where these gaps are, I'm going to put glass. And then we need a doorway here, which I will make one real quick. I'll also make a chest. Place it right there. And then I'll have a ladder going up this way, leading to all of the other floors. And then let's also make some... Make some Deepslate brick stairs. There. And now no matter what angle I approach this from, I should be able to get up to the door. Because if I just left the one there, then I could approach it and I wouldn't be able to get up into the door without jumping. There. And I can also make the detailing on the edges here. We do 4. There. And I'll do this exact same design on the other corners as well. It looks really cool from a distance. But for now, we will save that for later. I need a lot more Deepslate brick. There. And I'll save the rest for later. So now I also need more ladders. Sometimes if I'm fast enough and I have enough help, I can even get this thing set up by the first night. Not the whole thing, but like at least a floor or two of it. right, and now we make the next layer for the floor. I know it's kind of tempting to build through this and add extra space on the interior, but I prefer keeping the initial shape because it doesn't continue up all the way. I've also done a design like that before, and it just kind of looks square and ugly. Well, at least to me. Let's see. Then I'll use this last one here for polished. So normally I would be using, what's it called, slabs here for the sake of preserving certain resources, but the design of this tower demands I use a whole block because we're going to place a lantern right here underneath. For now, we'll get away with using torches in the middle, but these will typically be filled with carpet. Endermen can get in here, and they can stand up tall enough, but it's okay, because you can usually just go to a different floor if they get in. Let's see. Okay. So now I want to go and grab some glass so that we can shore up the inside. And then I'll eventually dig a walking path through here, so that way it's easier for me to walk up to the tower. Another good reason why I want this a little bit further away is because this area out here is probably going to change a little bit more over time as I continue to have other needs for certain buildings. Some of these might get included into the tower, we'll see. I still can't believe I accidentally misclicked a bread into the composter. That was awful. Okay, and now we have our glass panes. Yeah, weird. Right, we need to put these in here. All right, good. Ah, that looks nice. Very good. I always loved having these vertical windows. In some of the first iterations of my tower design, we wouldn't even have the top and bottom one. It would just be a single window there in the middle. I couldn't really see out of them very well, and it led to some mishaps with me going outside when I wasn't meant to and getting blown up. But yeah, with these taller windows, it kind of gets rid of a effective space for me to use here in the middle. I could still place something here like a chest, but it would ruin the view in a way. Plus, I can actually just stand here half into the block and look out more and see more, which is awesome. Actually, can I F5 outside? I can. So yeah, this is also something else I would use to do in order to help look around my house. Very nice. Okay, let's continue on with the second floor here. Oh. There we go. I always enjoyed using this tower design because I was always able to fit... Oh. I was always able to fit most of everything I needed for a Minecraft playthrough, especially in some of my friends' other worlds, just in this design. It was kind of just a staple of I've been here whenever this shows up someplace on a map. And I also really love how efficient these things are to light up as well. They only take one light source per floor. We need more glass. Originally, I would only do like 3 floors to begin with, and then I would add a couple extra on top of those over time as I needed it. So I think I'm going to do the exact same thing here in my Let's Play, where I only start doing 3, and then we'll go up to 5 once I am in need of the extra space. I came back here in order to sleep and grab glass. So functionally, it's not very different from my starter house, the tower. It's not very functionally different at all. Do I need anything else from over here? I don't think so. We might need some more Deepslate in order to go and get the 3rd layer going, but... Or maybe not. We might have enough. Ah, home sweet home. Alright, and now we can start on number 3 after I build some more ladders. We have enough. That's great. And then I would typically place a trap door up here. We still need one more piece of thin glass. But that's fine. Okay, so now we can also move my bed up in there. We'll use the 3rd floor of the tower as my new bedroom. We'll have a little bit of extra space in there as well for a few more chests and things. But now we're also going to primarily start using barrels instead of chests. At least inside the tower. What else do I need? I need sand and I need... Actually, no, I just need... grab some of these. I'm gonna make a new one of these. Stack of sand. Then I still need to grab the glass. A little scatterbrain today. You. And then this should be enough in order to handle that last bit of glass for the third floor. A bat. It probably showed up from the mine or from that cave over there. All right, looking good. We're about finished. Now I just need to add the detailing on the bottom, which hopefully I'll be able to just do with this remaining stack. We'll see. I think this is the third one, right? Yep, okay. There. I love this. Now, normally I would always place my bedroom in the very top of this tower, so that way it would always be away from any monsters underneath. And then, even if they were, like, hoarding up around the tower, I'd always be able to sleep and then watch them burn. Ah, good memories. Okay, now let's try and place this extra stair detailing around the edge. Perfect. I always wanted to make this as tall as the highest glass was, which was why in another life, we only went up by 3 because I would only have the middle window here. But yeah, now it goes up to 4. Very nice. All right, let's keep going here. This is not even. I'll call that good enough. No. There we go. Yeah. There. Perfect. Behold the Tower Mark 1. Okay, so here is how I would typically make use of the space. Usually back here I would have not a chest, but usually like lines of barrels. So I'll just make a few here. Back on the 360, this would normally be chests, and then I would have what's it called? Slabs for the roof between each of the floors. This was before we had lanterns. I would usually just use like either a piece of glowstone or a jack-o'-lantern in between the floors in the middle. It would be a solid block, obviously, but like it would light up everything between the floors, which was nice. But yeah, I would fill in each of these little nooks, except for this one, obviously. But yeah, I'd fill up all of these nooks with these barrels, leaving just a 3x3 worth of space in the middle, plus the glassways. But yeah, we would have a lot of usable space, which is awesome. I'll eventually make a basement down here as well, but that'll be for another day. For this floor, I would typically go with furnaces on this wall, and then I would still have barrels But yeah, that'll help out tremendously. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you all very much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.